Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Richmond and I am a Pampered Chef Director out of Spring, Texas. And I am going to show you how I made mango salsa in my Flex Plus food processor. But first, one of the questions that I get asked all the time so far is, how am I going to store that? Does it come with a bag? Like, what do I do with it? So it's a super simple solution. I believe this is a 10 by 14 tote, and as you can see, it all fits in there nicely. It's not all crazy. I got this at Ross for $10, and it's flexible, but you could get a hard one too, you know, just any little container will do. I store the blender cup, so I'm going to go through all the parts with you too while I show you how it all fits in here. But I store the blender cup and the beaters inside there, and then the handle for the hand mixer, because it's a hand mixer, immersion blender, and food processor. It's a true cordless power tool, so it comes with a battery charger and 2 batteries. You can charge your batteries for 2 hours and get 30 minutes of life each. So you always have power in the kitchen, have one charging while you're working with the other one. This is our power handle. And then you have blades, 2 different blades. Actually, there's 3. There's one inside already on the food processor. So I'm going to prep the mangoes and the jalapeno and do my little lime zest and my juicer zester. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how the manual food processor works. Oh, why do I keep calling it manual? The food processor, the Flex Plus food processor. I'll get it, I swear. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have all of my food prepped. I have my red bell peppers, my jalapeno pepper, lime zest, salt, cilantro, mango, and lime juice. It's funny because when I first looked at this recipe, I was like, oh, I can tell them how to know if their jalapeno is hot or not. Even though we seed it, it's just kind of a fun fact. I was grocery shopping when my now 18-year-old was probably like 10, and he was like, Mom, we need to get the hot ones. And I was like, what do you mean the hot ones? And he said, well, when they have the lines on them and they're old and grumpy like Grandpa, they're hot. And I was like, oh, good to know. So I thought that was the wisdom I was going to get to impart during this video. But it turns out mangoes are pretty tricky to cut. I didn't know that. So I had to YouTube the proper way to cut a mango. As far as knowing if it's ripe or not, they're supposed to be a little squishy, and it's okay if there are some black dots on them, you can cut them off. But a mango has a special, like, flat kind of pit inside of it, and you have to sort of cut it a different way, otherwise you're just lathered in mango juice everywhere. And I'm not going to say that that's what happened on the first one before I YouTubed. I will drop the link to the YouTube video that I quickly found to save me from my giant mango mess, and I'll share it in the comments so it can save you a little bit of headache. All right, so I'm going to throw this together really quick so I can go pick up my kids from school. We're going to use the multi-use blade. It's this guy, and you just stick it down in there with the blade closest to the bottom, and then you're going to put the lid on. There's little ridges right here, and you just sit it on. Let's see if I can get it. And you turn it clockwise. Yeah, there it goes, and it clicks into place. So that's that. And then you have your control handle, and I believe it goes, yeah, the display, the buttons, the power and the speed, they're facing away from me. You can click that into place. And then the battery goes on last. Pampered Chef likes to say the battery is the last to the party and the first to leave. So you click that on and you'll see the little lights right here. I know I'm kind of far away, but I wanted to be able to show you everything. So let me get a little bit closer of a zoom and I'll be right back so you can actually see what's happening in here as I load stuff in. Okay, so we're ready to go and I got really zoomed in so you can see. This little guy is gonna help me push the food into here. So there is a lock button on the back of the handle, and that's just a safety feature so it doesn't go off before you want it to. And then you push the power button. You see the blade spinning? All right, let's toss some down in here. I don't really need to, let's see. It says add the jalapeno pepper, the bell pepper, the lime zest, the salt, all into the food processor bowl. I probably could have done that before I put the lid on, but we're just gonna roll with it and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Okay, so bell pepper, jalapeno, lime zest. Oh, don't forget the lime juice. Isn't he cute? All right, lime juice and salt all in here. Now it says pulse until coarsely chopped about 8 times. So here we go. Oh, lock button. Eight times. Good to go. And then it says add the cilantro and top with the mango. This helps blend evenly, pulse until coarsely chopped and well blended, about 12 times. I'm gonna stick that in there. So I guess it doesn't really say what speed it's supposed to be on. I'm just pouring cilantro everywhere. But I guess for it to pulse, it needs to be on the higher speed. So there's the cilantro. And the mango is going to be a little more complicated because there's so much of it. I'm just going to stick it all down in there. Little safety button and away we go. 1, 2. I think mine needs 12. I think my mangoes were a little ripe, so I don't want it to turn into a mango mush, so I'm going to take this off and then show you what it looks like, and that's it. Battery comes off first. There's 2 little buttons right here that you can click on the side and pull it off, and then this twists off like that. And here we go. I think it's beautiful. The mango is way too much sugar. I'm gonna use my measuring spoon. Mango is way too much sugar for me to eat on a regular basis, but I'm gonna try it. That's amazing. That's really, really good. It's really, really good. Anyway, it's the first time I've ever used it. So I hope you learned something. I hope you try it out. It's delicious. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.